before a month, before 1 month. In April, we had 21 days in Papay. Then
Oh,
we came here.
I see.
So in 5 months as a monk.
Okay.
Um,
Nice to see you guys to practice Buddhism here too. Okay, thank you for your information. And last one.
Rawaka Prajan,
ค รับ
ผมชื่อ Lopi Dennis, monastic name Patipalo, born and raised in Romania, but also been living in the UK and
Oh,
in Middle East,
I
and
see.
now moved to Thailand and been ordained for 5 months.
Okay, 5 months. So actually, you stay in Papay, and the routine is majority is a practice Buddhism, practice meditation retreat, or just to study Buddhism only.
The program that we are attending, Prajan,
Yeah.
the program is mainly based to focus on meditation, but
Oh,
also sometimes we have these kind of classes like Nakdam, like GOU. I don't know if you are aware about the Dhammakaya Open University that we're doing from time to time. But it's a beautiful program, and every single day we have a schedule. This time is meditation, this time is eating, this time is short, this time is studying. Yeah, like that.
okay. Nice to hear. Thank you for information. Okay, so now we got more students. Last week, my junior teacher, actually he's my junior, take class on instead of me, because I was in Myanmar at that time. I went to teach people to practice vipassana in Muang Piak city, or Piak in Thai we call Piak city, in between Taki Lake and Chiang Tung. There are so many people there, mostly people in Chiang Tung, in Muang Yong and Muang Piak. They don't practice about meditation much. They know only how to go to do merit in the temple. They very strong faith in Buddhism. They go every Buddhist day to the temple, but a few months that they introduced to those people to practice vipassana. So we invite one of the teacher. He is the disciple of Luang Po Thong, or we call Luang Po Thong Wat Phra Thát Si Jom Thong. Went there with us, Ajahn Amnoi, but he stay in Wat Rampung. Wat Rampung is the meditation temple nearby Chiang Mai city, and yeah, actually it's in the Chiang Mai city. So yeah, people there, they are happy to learn about vipassana as well. So that's why I asked Ajahn Pamaha Angkhan. Prakru Thamathon Angkhan is my junior teacher, is to teach about the principle or Vinaya Sila to all of you. I hope you are happy to study there. And what did you study from last week? Yeah, what did you study last week? แม่ชีมนวลีเรียนอะไรบ้าง What did you study from อาจารย์อังคาร
นมัสการค่ะ
ครับ
อาทิตย์ที่แล้วพอดีไม่ชีsorry
Last
week I joined the class a little bit late but when I joined is talking about all the sila and how toอะไรวะ develop our sila and how to maintain our sila to use in the normal life, some Okay, I think I can remember about that.
Okay. And
Janice and Wei maybe can help me.
I
yes.
think most important is the factors of the 5 precepts. Mention more about the factors and how to practice the precepts.
And also the components that does he there's Ajahn Khan gave some components of the rule number 1, the components. Any one of you remember?
What is component?
Kind of
Component.
like the factor to consider as breaking
Ah,
rule number 1. Does he share
yes,
for you?
yes.
Yes.
The factor for the first
Yes,
sila, for the
first
first
sila.
precept.
Okay,
Yes.
what are they? Do you remember? There are how many factors? How
5.
many factors considered as breaking the rule number 1?
Wait,
Yes, how many factors that consider as if like if you, as I mentioned, that if you if you walk in the temple and you step 5 ants pass away, and we don't consider that that is the thing that we breaking the rule, right? So there are some certain component or some certain items that Buddha give us to realize that if you complete component number 1, factor number 1, number 2, number 3, number 5, that's killing, considered as a killing. But without this, then it's not killing. Do you remember how many of them?
5.
Okay, 5.
Is it the object, intention, perception, efforts, and results? Is that what you are trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah, 5. So yeah, there's a intention, right? So 5, what are they? Just to revise, 5 factors to consider as killing. Number 1, remember?
Is it object?
It's object.
And then intention, perception, efforts, and result. Is this 5? Is this the 5 that
Yeah, but
you mean?
uh-huh.
Because we were actually
Close.
asking him to give us the slides, but because he's
Oh,
not in the group chat, so we don't have
Like
the materials that was, although it's interesting, but we cannot catch unless we go through the video and screenshot, because when he go through the slides, we can only remember some of them, that's all.
But Ajahn said we'll pass all the material to Ajahn Jolie, and then we'll ask Ajahn Jolie to pass to us. Does he send any material to Ajahn Jolie? Where is Ajahn Jolie?
yes. He passed me some documents, so after this, I will pass to you. Okay, moment, please. I will come back. Okay, so let's see. We will share that for you later, but I have to share this one for you first. So everyone can see here, right?
Mhm.
So this is the components, 5 factors. 5 factors of consider as killing or panatibat. Number one, they say that should be pano. Pano means the living beings. First one, that should be living beings. They mention about animals. Okay. Number two, pana. Pana sanita. So we realize that that is living beings, or we know that that is the alive or animals. And number three, vata kajitang. So it kind of like having intention to kill. So like a person or people have intention to kill about that. Number four, upakamo, make one effort to kill. If someone like they have intention and then they try to kill, to destroy. And then number five, the beings die or dead due to our effort. This is the five, we call the 5 components, 5 factors that can consider as killing. Okay, so we consider as killing because this is 5 components or factor. Okay, does he share this one for you before, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so in Buddhism, when we talk about a precept or something consider, we will try to search deeper reason behind that to make sure that where is the how to consider kind of like killing factor like that. Okay, so here is pano living beings, animals. And what about my question to you all means, what about the plants? What do you think? The plants, do we consider as a, when we cut the plants, vegetable or something, do we consider as a living beings too? Now,
Some.
animal, we already know, right? But what about the plants? What do you think?
No, don't think so.
You think that plant is, we cannot consider as a,
No,
we cut the plants, do we broke our,
no,
no, right?
yeah.
Any other? Why?
Good afternoon, Long Pi. Yeah, because plant can regrow again. Is it correct?
Okay, good. Our venerable, what about our Terra? What do you think? For animals, exactly that if we kill them with the 5 factors, that's killing, but what about the plants? A pickle cannot simply put out the plants or cut the plants. If they do that, also a kind of breaking the precept 227 precept to break the rules of that, but it's not very strong. It's not a strict one. What do you think? Okay, one, I think Janice, right? Mention about plants. When you cut, it can come again.
I think that is Wei Wei. That is Wei Wei who
Oh,
said.
wait, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you think that's come again, right?
Yeah, I say the plant is not it's okay to kill, I mean, to kill the plant.
Oh, it's okay to kill the plant. What about our Piku? What do you think? Our Navaka Piku? Any idea?
Rajan, I think as monks we are not allowed to take, let's say, any kind of fruits from the tree. But if there's like a monkey that is coming with a banana and is giving it to us, then that is permissible.
What about the other? What do you think?
About killing any living being, or even chop the branches of a tree. I think we shouldn't do that because it's living beings. As monks, we're not allowed to do any of that, to kill animals. Definitely not. But as people, no one should cut branches of a tree, or even totally kill the tree, or kill any plants or any animals, and even worse. But that's all from so too. Thank you.
Good to share. What about Ajahn Meh, Monwatli? Any ideas from you?
I think is actually it should not, even it's a plant
Yeah.
for monks, or for monks, because I can remember that is one Vinaya, they said the monk cannot be what you call กล้าของเขียวอาจารย์
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
right?
Why?
So I think it's for the monk it should not be, because actually all the plants also have I think is they have a feeling. We can prove it by plant a tree or a flowers, like in have a proverb in Thai that, like, if you plant a mango and then it's past so several years, like 10 years, more than 10 years, and then they give any fruit. They didn't give any fruit for the past 10 years. There is a word that if you want them to give you a fruit, you just take one knife. Maybe it's so funny, one knife, and then like go to threaten them, like, if you don't give me a fruit, I will cut you down. And then seem like the tree, they feel that, if I'm not give good the fruit, then they will cut me down. So they believe that the tree will give you the fruit. In some, maybe we can pluck the fruit for our living, or for as a food. But some kind of plant, if it's not necessary to cut it down or to harm it, I think we should not destroy it, because they also have a feeling, or also have a, what you call, living. They have a life too. For me. But in case of like vegetable, it's considered as a food for the human being or for the animals. So you can have it as a food, but should not destroy it over for eating, for your life. It should not.
Okay.
For my opinion, is something like that.
Good for sharing. Okay, so actually, according to Vinaya, by Putamawak or Putawak, is talk about, in the principle, talk about that monks should not cut or monk should not destroy a green vegetable, green tree, whatever like that. This is the purpose happened in the story of the Buddha before the 227 precepts haven't combined complete, right? Some monks, when they go out from the temple, they go to meditate in the jungle. And they also carry some kind of knife and they try to clean their place. According to history, mentioned that a monk, he cut the tree and there's a Rukha Tevada. There's a Rukha Tevada on the tree. And then when the monk cut the tree, so cut the hands of the Rukha Tevada. And then the Rukha Tevada is very angry that the monks come to destroy her house, and then also cut her hand as well. And that's she angry and she tried to did some bad thing to the monks in that moment, and monk cannot stay that area. So monk back to visit the Buddha, and Buddha mentioned about this. That's why this is one of the factors that Buddha let monks should not cut tree or any living plant. That's the reason behind that. Number one, if Buddha want monks to preserve the nature, monks should not destroy the nature. Second, Buddha really have would like to prevent monk from, when you cut a tree or you cut some other plant, probably there's some like an insect or maybe worm or maybe something like that. So if you cut something like that, probably you can murder the animal without your intention. So it kind of like did some bad thing to them as well. If any people didn't listen and people still do that, that's they cause pajiti. One of the precept that we call pajiti is a not very strict one, but monk cause that. So monk should be purified by saying a word to all the monk seniors. We start from Sapata Petiyo Rojimi, Sapata Petiyo Rojimi, something like that, before we do some certain ceremony. So that's why this is kind of like Buddha want to prevent the monks from in many reasons for this. This is an example for that. And then we compare animals to living beings, of animals or living beings as a plant. In Buddhism, animals, we believe that animal with the spirit or the soul, or we call it citta. But plants, they are living, but they are not contain a citta. So that's why this is only different from between plants and the living beings or animals. So better to, even monks eat some banana ripe, and you, according to Vinaya, you cannot cut that tree, or the jackfruit, kanun, or any fruit you cannot take from that as well by the rule of Vinaya. If you want, then actually the people, normal people, ordinary people in the temple, they probably know about that. When some banana is ripe or some jackfruit or any fruit that is ready for offer to the monks or like that, the lay people will take from the offer to the monk is okay. But a monk cannot directly to take by themselves. That's where we cause pajiti. But this is not the strict rules. Pajiti means you can confess to your senior monks and it's gone. So this is one of the rule, okay? So the 5 factors, this is factor that considered as a killing. Now, my other question to you all, as you already passed last time study about first precept, how about your take a shower? Many bacteria in our body, right? and then when we take shower, so we use the soap. So probably, can we consider bacteria as living beings, or we cannot consider that? It's kind that this question probably is difficult for us to think about. Living beings, it means what? A bacteria, they are also the living, right? Even the water, drinking, right? And when we drink it, sometimes the bacteria also process in here too. What do you think? Bacteria in your body, when you take shower, do we break the reserve, the preserve? What do you think in this idea? Every day we take shower, right? Millions of bacteria in your body. So do we do karma, bad karma, or we don't cause any karma? Just share your idea, okay? As you think.
Prajan, I would say no, because bacteria are single cell organisms and they don't really have a mind or
Good. Yeah, single cell, right? Single cell.
Very science.
Yes. Any other ideas? Any other comments or sharing your idea? What do you think? So you mean maybe take shower and we use soap to clean our body? It's okay for that, right?
Mm-hmm. I
Okay.
think it-
Feel free to
because
talk. Right?
the bacteria is harm our body and sometimes harm our life too.
Yes.
So I think it's okay. And according to Vulnerable just said that it's a single cell, or Valley Science is a single cell and they have no chitta too. So I think it's okay.
Okay. So it's quite difficult for us because we are not a scientists, right? We are not scientists, so we don't know that what kind of bacteria that Chitta exists and what kinds not exist. But as you said, bacteria is a single cell, so probably no Chitta in there. We don't know, but for myself, I also don't know about that. Anyway, the second question, if I think I shared this before, but I'm not sure that I already talked to you or not. If in your abdomen you have some worm, worm, payat, worm in your abdomen. If you know about that, and what is your solution as a Buddhist people or Buddhist monk? If you know that there's some worm in your abdomen, what
Go
is
to
your
see the
Rajan,
doctor.
Rajan, if I may. Oh, sorry. Go for it. Go ahead. Go.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's you and I also have the same opinion. So
I don't know. Maybe. I think maybe it's a bit difficult to have the same opinion. But go ahead first, please.
okay.
Ajahn?
For me, I think is as I said that because it's worm also same as bacteria, they can harm ourselves. And then the best way is go to see the doctor, and then the doctor will give you the medicine. It means that we not intend to cure them, but according to the suggestion of the doctor, so we have to take the medicine, and then as the way of the medicine, they will get rid of the worm from us because of the medicine. It means that we didn't intend to cure it, just to get rid it off from ourselves so that it will not harm our body from and our help. For me, I just think like that.
Okay.
Prajan, it's actually it is nearly the same as was said by our nun. But it's the we live by the animal rule, animal kingdom. And if we don't kill, the law is if we don't kill, we get killed by bacteria or by the worms, or even in the jungle. If a lion doesn't kill the prey, then it will be killed by hunger. It will be killed by not eating. If it doesn't hunt, doesn't kill, it will end up being dying with hunger. So I think that's the law that we need to face it. So either we kill or we get killed.
Okay.
So I think that
It's a way of sharing. So I can conclude about this. If we found that if you go to see the daughter and then daughter said, "Oh, there are so many worms in your abdomen," right? So daughter give medicine to you to clean up all this worm. Otherwise, it will harm your body. Anyway, according to the factors I show you in the screen, that even we know that this is there's a pano, there's a living beings in our body. Then move to number two. Number two is we know that yes, that is a worm is a living beings. And then number three, this is very important, that you have the intention to kill them or you have the intention to save your body. This is very important. If you have intention that, oh, I know that now I already x-ray, I know that 10 worms in my abdomen, and you eat medicine and then you have pay attention that you or 5 should die. That is the bad intention yourself when you take medicine to kill them, right? But if you have no intention this, you have intention that actually I don't want to kill all living beings, but I need to protect myself as the right. So I eat medicine to protect myself. That is the important for the citta. We call it cetana, intention. Okay. So after you take medicine, they will die or not. You didn't realize about that because you have intention to keep your body. Sometimes you take medicine, they may not die. They may not die, or they may die. We don't know, but we don't intention about that. So same as we take a shower to clean our body, clean the bacteria as well. Before you clean your body, you don't have intention that I will take shower to kill all the bacteria, but you take shower to clean your body. That's your purpose, to clean your body. So we can summarize that. It's very important for your intention to do that. So according to Buddhism, if we have no intention to kill, that is not it's not like the factors of panatipata or killing. Okay. This is from the last week that Ajahn Pamaha Angkan shared about the rule number 1. So it's just some question for you. And before we move to rule number 2, I have another question. According to the Buddhist teaching that we believe about action and reaction. You remember I talked to you before the law of action, right? The law of karmics, the law of physics, the law of biology. And we believe about a circle of rebirth or rebirth, die, and then born again. 31st Ram, 31 R-E-A-M-L, Ram. 30, we call 31 assistance that we reincarnation again to Rupa Brahma. Oh, Arupa Brahma 4, right? there are 4 arupa brahma, means the people who was born in this heaven, and then they will have no form. I will share for you. Maybe you can see the image. Moment, please. This is more easier to share the photo. We talk about the Buddhist cosmology and Buddhist metaphysics. Okay. Oh. Okay, here is the can you see now?
Yes.
Hmm?
Why is it?
Okay. Here is the 31st or 31 planets of existence. Everyone can see here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Moment, please. Okay. Before I put a question for you, here is the 31 planets according to the Buddhist cosmology and metaphysics. So, Arupa Loka is a place or the realm for a Brahma world. There are 4 levels for the Brahma that these people who practice meditation by samatha meditation or concentration meditation until they got jhana. Okay, jhana. There are 4 levels. Jhana 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 levels of jhana. If they got like a kind of jhana, then they will reborn in arupa loka. So this formless. Okay, they were formless, and they were above this level. Then another is rupa loka. This also the Brahma. Brahma world. There are 16 levels. โลกพรหมโลกพรหม16 ชั้นเมื่อกี้เป็นอรูปพรหม4 ชั้น and then 16 levels of 16 levels of RAM of the people who practice meditation, and they born in this we call rupa aloka. Okay, and they were separate that if the people who got enlightened with the full jhana, the highest level full jhana, they were born with this. And this one, okay, this formless RAM, if they got practice meditation a lot until they die, not vipassana, concentration. So they were born into different RAM of this. 16 RAM. Okay, they were separate that which one is jhana 1, jhana 2, jhana 3, jhana 4. And then lower than 16 level of Loka Brahma, then we call Kama Sukhati. Bhumi means the realm of happiness, but still connected with the desires. We call Sawan. Okay, Sawan or heaven in Buddhism. There are 6 levels of heaven in Buddhism. We start from Paranim Mitavasavati, heaven. Okay, and then they also share some kind of light. They say that, oh, this one lifespan 16,000 solar years. So if compared to human year is 9,216 years, 16 million years, long time. So they compare one solar day is compared to human is 1,600 human years. That's a different RAM. And heaven number 5 is Nimarati. Heaven number 4, Tusita. Number 3, Yama. Number 2, Avatinsa. And then number 1 is Jatu Maharajika. So this is kind of like 6th heaven according to Buddhist cosmology and metaphysics. Okay, then Manusa Loka. This is the human world. Human world. And then up lower than Manusa Loka. Manusa Loka, or the realm of human. We will go to here. There's a Niraya or hills. There are 8 major hills. Okay, 8 major hill that they will. It depends on the action and reaction of human. Why we are human? So what good karma, bad karma that we do, and then animals ram. Yeah, tirachana or tirachan is the animals ram. So a human, we can be born to arupa loka, rupa loka, or 6 levels of heaven, and we also can go to hell. We also can be born as animals, and then we also can be born as hungry ghosts or peta in Buddhism, peta or hungry ghosts. And the hungry ghosts, it will be they mention hungry ghosts in Buddhism. I'm not sure for other country, but in Thailand, yes, many of them claim that we have some hungry ghosts. In the picture, they show the hungry ghosts. It will be like this, I think. Yeah, the hungry ghosts. They say that they will very tall, the mouth very small. They show example like this, hungry ghosts, that they cannot eat something, they cannot eat food until they feel full, because they are always hungry. When they was born as a human, they did some bad karma like that. So this is the belief that another realm, you see, told like this. There's another ram according to Buddhist belief. We call Peta ram or hungry ghost. And then Asurakaya or demons. Ram. This is also, according to my perspective, I think we live in different dimension. Because this universe, according to Buddhist cosmology, universe is, there's no start, there's no end. We have millions of universe. We have millions of universe. So now come back to my question concerned with the panatipata. If someone did bad karma or maybe harm animals and he born as a tiger, Pirachana ram. As a tiger, he's always hunting from other living beings for living. So how, according to the Buddhist belief, the human can be born in circle, the different ram, according to the working. What do you think? That how can the tiger become reborn as a human again? Does he has a chance to be born as a human, or he has no chance if he born as a tiger? Because all every day he kill, hunt the other for living beings, or for living. Just share your idea. What do you think? If someone did bad karma, born as a tiger, according to the law.
Prajan,
Yeah.
Rajan, as I was saying before, the lion or the tiger, they hunt for to eat. So I don't think it's not the purpose of killing, but it's for feeding themselves. So I don't think that it should be considered is considered a crime in the law of nature.
Okay. So I think this I shared before too, right? About the tiger that he hunting just for eat for living. It's not intention for enjoy for joyful something like that. That's why he can. If he has some good karma, that he still like you human. We have some good, some bad, right? So if the bad action support him to be tigers, when he spend his life as tiger finished, and then that is chance that he can reborn again. Okay. So if any one of you need to study more about Buddhist cosmology and Buddhist metaphysics, talk about the reality, talk about the phenomena, you can study by yourself. That's also very interesting in the term of Buddhist scientifics. Okay, so let me move on to rule number 2. Anyone know rule number 2 is mentioned about what? Second precept. We talk about abstaining from stealing. Talk about abstinence from stealing. This second precept, it will talk about the respect for the properties. Which is this one of the problems that happen around the world. We in Thailand, we are Buddhist country, but yes, a lot of people they break the rules of second one. So number 1, the rule number 2 is to protect or to respect for other properties. Number 2, honesty and integrity. So abstinent from stealing, cultivate honest, and then integrity, sense of respect to other, hard work of other, because everyone, all things that you get from your work or whatever is belong to you, belong to other. They also claim that is belong to them. So this is one of the rule, that if we take this rule without permission, that means we break our rule too. and then ethical consumption. So this is kind of like for a human is not much like big problem, but yeah, it's still in impact according to the Buddhist teaching that if anyone did some break this rule, they also pay back a kind of action too. In our daily life, have you ever lost something and someone steal you something and you cannot get it back? Any one of you experience like this? Someone cheating on you, take your own properties, takes like that. Is anyone want to share? Have you ever experienced like this? Someone
Then
take your yeah.
had this experience. I was home with my family, and we heard the alarm for the family business. So
Yeah.
when we heard the alarm, went out, went to the building, and as I got close, I've seen the door that it's broken. And as I
Oh.
entered inside, I've seen that one of the laptops was missing, and that was quite
Uh-huh.
an eye-opening experience for me to see the kind of length that some people are willing to get some kind of material possessions.
Mm. Mm. Okay, so what is your solution for that? Report to police?
That was the only solution that we were able to see at the time. Yes, for the police.
Yes. Did you get it back?
No, for sure, no.
They take away. What about the other? Anyone still want to share some story that you lost just belongings or you lost your properties and you cannot get it back, cannot get it back?
Prajan, if I may. I had an electric bike in London, and
Oh,
yeah, they been stolen,
oh,
and I even went to the police. But probably as a monk, I shouldn't say this, but they are completely useless. It's better to stay, not waste time to go to the police, report anything. It's just waste of time.
The
Sure.
shopkeepers.
I actually saw this bike for sale maybe 2 weeks after in Facebook,
oh,
and I reported to the police. And the next day, I reported to the police. The next day, it
yes.
wasn't there anymore. I
Oh,
don't know how, but it's better not tell the police. Sometimes maybe they are on the other side.
I see. So, yeah. Anyone want to share something for you that you didn't get it back? You lost it forever. แม่ชีมนวลีมีประสบการณ์ไหมที่โดนขโมยของบ้าง โดนโกงบ้าง
Yeah,
Any
I
experience?
also have. Yeah, I also had that experience.
Mm.
And do the same as the normal people, that is inform the police, and but useless, cannot get anything back. But now I think is nowadays, if you lost or you have been stolen, I think you should report to the
Police.
internet, on your
Oh,
Facebook, or anything on the social media. Maybe you can get it back
oh,
faster than you report to the
police.
police.
Oh, okay. What about Wei Wei and Janice?
I have one experience that I lost my iPhone in Laos when I volunteered there. That was like, I think 20 years ago, more than 10 years ago, definitely. So I tried to go to the tourist police to make a report, and
Yeah.
they asked me to write on my own. So I remember Lupi also shared with us before. So we can if we think positively, like we donate to them. So I also don't like really to look for it, because I don't think I'm able to get it back. So I just buy a new one, no, new phone. Yeah, after that.
Okay, good. And Janice?
I think I will do the same too. It's useless reporting because you will never get it back.
Yeah.
Do you have
So
any experience like lost something?
yes, I do. I think the worst one is I actually got pickpocket when I was in Vietnam many years back. So I actually went to the police station, but it's useless. They just made me sit there and wait, and then they just don't do anything. So it's as good as just treat it as a loss. But at that time, maybe I still don't know the rules of karma. So it could be that it's my karma that I lost the thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, so thank you for sharing information. Actually, when you lost something, we don't know that that is our bad karma or it's new karma, whatever, we don't know. But one thing, as the Buddhist metaphysics or cosmology talk about the emptiness, especially like Buddhist metaphysics talk about the reality and emptiness, and that non-self, selflessness, something like that. Actually, yeah, we suffer because we try to clinging on that this is mine, this is mine. And when we study the Buddhist teaching, try to let us to detach from all the things. Detachment, it doesn't mean separate. Detachment, it means you understand, realize that all things, even our body, is not belong to us. It's belong to part of the nature, right? So we be a process of the nature. We be a part of the nature. So we should not clinging on too much. Otherwise, we were not happy with this. So thank you for sharing your things that any things that you lost or you someone took it away. If we cannot get it back, we have to free our mind. Maybe to free our mind is to think that maybe in the past we have done some bad karma to that person. So now it's time to pay back to him, to her. Second, if this is the new karma between he did some bad karma for you, so you learn one thing is to learn about the forgiveness, right? Forgiveness that can at least can heal your mind, not crazy. Because some people when they lost something, they cannot sleep 1 night, 2 night, 3 nights, so that's a cause suffering as well. Same as wife and husband, same as person who are couple. Sometimes with the condition love or teenage, they always when they love each other, they try to claim that you belong to me and I belong to you, but a lot of problem happen that because we try to be owner of that things, but actually even our body we cannot um, control our body by the sense of assistance that processing or moving on. We call anicca. Anicca means impermanent, it's always changing. So if we understand the nature, the law of karma, or the law of processing, the law of physics, law of by all this law, then we will not much suffering. So the second precept, as they say, the adina dana veramani, in order to protect yourself from bad karma, also protect, respect other properties, and not let others suffer. When we lost something, we feel suffer. Same thing the other when they lost something like that. Now, as we mentioned before, that in our social media, many in Thailand right now, I think somebody called to you, right? Call phone to you, and then they because they use the AI. Sometimes the AI can use your voice, use your face, and then talk to your father or talk to your mother, and they just claim that I am your daughter, and this voice very it's the same as the daughter. Last time I listened a kind of video that they talk about the daughter said that, Dad, do you have any money with you? Because I went to the furniture shopping and then I cannot withdraw my money. So can I borrow your money? Do you have any money for I ever borrow first? And Dad said that, is you my daughter? She said, yes, I'm your daughter. And why? Then how much money do you want? She said around 30,000 baht. 30,000 baht. And then his dad is kind of like uh, awake from that. So they have a few conversation. The dad said that, so if I transfer money to you, and then how can you get it? Then she said, oh, no need to transfer to me, just transfer to the shop, owner. And then his dad said, um, his dad, her dad asked that, okay, tell me, what is your birthday? Then she just stuck. She didn't know about her birthday, right? And then she just moving to talk other thing, and her dad said that, tell me your birthday. And then finally he's realized that that is the AI, artificial intelligence, that try to steal money from people like that. In last time I went to Myanmar, you know that in Taki Lake, border between Chiang Rai and Myanmar, that is the place that scammer. A lot of people are doing that on Facebook. Before you can order something from Facebook and then transfer money, they will send you the things you buy, but now we cannot trust that. I lost around 2,900 baht because I trust them and they don't trust me. I transfer money and then they didn't send anything. I report to the police, but the police said that, oh, difficult to find. Sorry, Ajahn, even now. One thing is to accept that and have to be careful of this thing. So if we have a right to protect our belongings, our properties, but if we losses, we have to open the mind to accept that. Try our best to do it. So there's adinadana, abstain from stealing something that is not given by the owners, and then also create unwholesome, or we call akusala karma, to a person who did that as well. But in case if we repay back, is okay. So now let's see. Adidadana, what is not given means thing belonging to somebody else. They said that this rule was provided for right livelihood. Okay, for us to live as no create any unwholesome. And this also a kind of led human to do right conduct. Right conduct or properties, or not become bad karma to he himself. And then robber, they also means that the manner of person that is taking something that is not given by the owner. Or this they mention like a thief, robber, or snatching away, or extorting, or corruption. All these things, even you take something from even the we call you take something is not given from other, it's not permission from the other, that's also stealing as well. So I think from Western and from Europe, they really aware about this. Many things in our country, sometimes they call, sometimes we write some articles, some other people took our articles to citation, and they didn't mention us. That is kind of stealing as well. So the aims or purpose, as I mentioned before, that is intend to let people to honest each other and to prevent their properties, also prevent the other properties in order to protect suffering. And they also mention that every human beings has potential, have dignity of human, has the burden of engaged career to make living for oneself. So that's why the reason to do this, we need to save ourselves, save the other from the bad karma. Let's see a deeper kind of robbery manner. They said sometimes this robbery light manner is seeking the object in wrong way, but it's not directly robbery. For example, they say collusion with the robber, manner supporting, such as buying what has been stolen. This is kind of also a manner that people who did that. Even we are not directly to take something, but if you're a shop selling and somebody they like the pra, like people mentioned that he lost his electric bikes, right? And then sell to the other people, they he or her receive this thing, also be a part of the considered as a robbery manner. But according to the law, I'm not sure for the other country, but in Thailand, if you receive some properties, and then even you know or don't know, if the police come, then you will punish from the police too. And then out robber is the kind of manner that dishonest. Okay, so if we taking someone else properties only with our properties that is association, there are several manner that could consider as atinatana. So whatever you take something, I can probably say that whatever something that you take from the other people, even you realize or not realize, but you have intention to take that, that is also wrong. If you have a doubt that this one is belong to someone or not belong to someone, then better than to away from that. As a monk too, we wear the robe. The robe that we wear here is from the Buddha's time that a monk take from the dead body. The color look like Mechi Monwali, sorry. Mechi Monwali, the color will be same. In Indian culture, when somebody die, they use the white color to cover the dead body, and a monk supposed to pick up from that. So this is we call Pang Sukula. Pang Sukula means this cloth they already throw away, so monk no need to worry about that. Monk can simply take from this. But without this, monk cannot simply take it. If you are worried that this thing belongs to someone or not, then better no need to take that. So that's why link us to have the rule of offering. We call paken. Anything that monk need to take should be offered by from people or by samanera, by other people. Monks cannot simply take something or it's not giving by other people. This is except if you back to your home, a monk you back to your home, and for your family, then for food or something like this, you can have it without offering of a cane, because your home and your relative wishes you make sure that whenever you take it, they will not blame you. But out of this, you cannot, except the people come to take a vow that anything that you can have it without permission, you can take it. So that is not problem to the rule. Okay, so all this thing, they is concerned with the rule of parachika number 2. Okay, parachika number 2. So when we talk about killing as a monk, for killing to the monks and then cause monk to finish bhikkhu is causing by killing human being. Okay, if a monk have intention kill human beings, then he will defeat from a monk. Okay, he will break the rules. Number 1, parachika. So he cannot become a monk for the rest of his life. But he still have a chance to become a novice and get enlightened too, if he break the rule number 1, parachika. Okay. If a monk drive a car in Europe, in Western or in Myanmar, monks can drive a car, except in Thailand. Thailand, a monk cannot drive because people will not allow monks to drive. Except some remote area, the monk can drive a car because we don't have money to pay for the driver. But in case if the monk have accident and monk cause some people die, if monk cause some people die, that will be big problem to. There's a big problem to Thai society. That's why better than monk should not drive. Like when I want to go somewhere else, I can take a Grab. Sometimes it's too far. Then the Grab costs me a lot of money. And you know that as a monk, we are not a rich guy. Our money, our life is based on the Buddhist support. So sometimes I ask the temple's car and someone like my nephew to drive me here and there. Very big issue in Thailand of monk drive a car. So we will be careful about that. Okay, so if monk crash and cause another people die, it depends on the intention as well. If by the intention, not parachika, but by the social norm, that monk should disrobe. Okay. If the monk crum and then crash and then become big news, then the police come, then the monk should leave. And then the rule number 2, a monk takes something is not given by the owner. In Bali mentioned about to masok. I don't know how to compare the past value, but in Thailand, maybe it compare like a 1 baht Thai, something like that. So monk should monk will defeat if he steals something, some properties bad value as a Thai baht, 1 Thai baht like that. Okay, that's the rule number 2. Rule number 2, the monk will. Yeah. This is more about a kind of like action of manner, more like destroying. If a monk had intention to destroy other people properties, also consider as rule number 2, or snatching, okay, other properties or things. So this is considered also as the rule number 2. So actually, stealing, to snatch, extortion, robbery, all this manner is considered as the adina dana. And 2 means claiming or assume that someone else is your own. All this manner, first, deceive, and to deceive or whatever. This thing also the manner of second precept. Also fake. Sometimes we take something to let people make mistake to people or behalf of something that is not our honest to do. Okay, so also kind of like cheating, hiding something with your intention, reflex, or doing something like this, changing with bad intention from other things. This is thing we call things that manner of adinadana. Stealth, and then embezzlement, also dishonest, all this manner, including rule number 2. So the principle of judgment or the factor to violation of the second precept that cause precept to be broken, there are 5 factors too. Number 1, the item has an owner. The item properly should belong to someone. Number 2, that is item has an owner. You know that that item belong to someone. Okay, if you know that and you take it, that's still valid to the rule. Number 3, the mind thinks about stealing or you have intention to steal that. Number 4, you try. Number 5, and you take that completely be your own. That's 5 factors we consider as valid to rule number 2 or adinadana. Okay, so if you take something, it's not your fully intention and you have a doubt. So that is kind of as I mentioned that if you have a doubt, you better no need to take it. But if you take it and you understand that if a monk takes something and then you realize that that person will allow you to take this, it's okay. Like you take something from your friend, but actually, like your friend offer you something, actually he can take something from you, no need to get permission. Like you'll be a friend, is that okay, anything you need, you just simple take it. If you are like you are bhikkhu, you're living together in the monastery, right? And then you want to take something from bhikkhu, another bhikkhu, and you understand that he will no need to, he will keep free for you, or he will not blame you, then you can take it. This is not valid to the rule number 2. So it means free. You can, but if you take something and that person not allow, that is invalid to the rule. It's validation. And this is 5 factor for rule number 2. The punishment of transaction in this rule, they said that if anyone broke the second rule precept, number 1, the bad karma that he will receive. Number 1, he will be born in hell. I'm not sure there are 8 levels, so which level I don't know about that, but they mentioned if he did that, he go to hell. Number 2, be born in the abyss. Okay. Number 3, he born in birth in Preta Vijay. Preta Vijay. Preta Vijay is kind of like hungry ghost, I think, like that. And number 4, they said that he or she would be a poor and miserable, defenseless person if he did some bad karma like that. The next life, he caused that. And then lightest punishment if born as a human being with is lost. Mean you born as a poor guy or something like that. If he did some bad karma, this is the teaching that Buddha mentioned about the punishment for the person who broke rule number 2. And the benefit for rule number 2, so those who maintain second precept will receive better benefit. As number 1, you have many treasure. Number 2, easily reached by property. Number 3, well earned and permanent. Number 4, treasures are not lost due to thieves, fire, and flood. This is kind of many example that many people, they can easily to take money, but they take like a not clean right job. Okay, when they get a lot of money, but they always lost here and there, always lost the money like that. There's a cost effect that they will pay for the always. Sometimes fire, sometimes other people cheating like that. And number 5, you will receive noble wealth. Number 7 does not follow that. It's followed by the word no. Means actually if someone keep this precept always, then if you need any help, anything else, people will help you by this. And you have honest to trust from the other people, and sometimes you need help, they will support you. Wherever you are happy because there's no one to disturb you. I'm not sure about this one in the present time. Even we are monks, sometimes our relatives come and say, "Monk, do you have any money for I borrow?" So I say, we are not businessmen. We are the monks. So okay, 1 to 1,000, okay, but 10,000 suffer for us. And sometimes our relatives, they go to hospital, accident, we need to help them as we can too. Okay, this is uh, the rule number 2 that maybe thumbs up, and I will share you about this rule next. We're going to study about the rule number 3, about the factor number 3, and then result, and then the benefits to observe, and some other punishment from rule number 3. Rule number 3 talk about the abstaining from sexual misconduct, which is quite big issue in our society with the social media. Now many people they have this problem. Even my friends on Facebook, I don't know what happened. Maybe he suffered because he said that his wife didn't allow him to touch the phone. Maybe something in his wife's phone. I said, "Oh, don't worry, maybe your wife buy expensive phone. That's why don't allow you to touch it." But he said, "No, no, maybe some other reason behind that." This is big issue in our society. So take your break before continue uh, other subject, and then see you again next week. If I free, I will come. But in case I busy, I will let Ramahan Khan and other monks will take seat instead of this. Thank you. Do you have any question before we finish?
Ajahn, can you pass the slide to us in the Raiku?
Oh yeah, yes. I will pass. I will pass.
I have a question, Prajan, if I may ask.
Yeah.
It's about also the killing, the first precept. So we were told about the idea that whenever we have worms inside our body, the doctors say, "Oh, there's some worms inside the body, so we need to be getting some medicine in order to clean the worms out," right? So now the not so good karma is going to be, okay, I take the medicine so I can make these beings die so I can be free. That's not so good karma. But if we have good karma, the intention is, okay, I need to make my body clean. I need to be healthy. But we also know that when we take the medicine, we know already that those beings are going to be dying. So we're going to have to be taking a judgment here. Like, my being, one being, I'm more valuable than these beings that are within me. So there can be another person that is going to be like, I know, doctor, I have these beings in me. I know it's not healthy, but I refuse to take the medicine because I want to save those beings. And if I were to die, then that's okay. So what is actually the most purest way to approach this kind of situation?
Thank you for the question. Actually, like you said that as for example, you have some worm in your body, but you know that you will be a person who can help more more people, because human we have like kind of what's right, what's wrong. If you clean up the worm in your abdomen and you don't have intention to kill them, but you have intention to protect yourself, because you know that between the worm and you, who have ability to create more benefit for other living beings or other human beings. So we compare that exactly you are the one can generate more, cultivate goodness to other people, to help other living beings to alive or good, earn more wholesome or merit. But the worm, when you die, the worm will die as well because they have no food. So actually worm will useless by the way. So in case of this, exactly we know that the worm is in your abdomen, but as I mentioned, that is very depends on your mind, the chitta, that you really want to protect yourself because you said that I want to create more peaceful, cultivate more goodness to the other people. So you take that and you maybe you can apologize for the worm. And actually the worm, they have no right to stay with in your body because that is your property. Okay. So like you go to stay in another house without permission. So that's not right. But you have the owner of house, they have right to protect the house from other people that is not belong to your body. You have right to protect your body. So that if you have intention to protect your body, and if you don't, in case that you don't want to kill the worm, you can talk to the doctor, give some other medicine that when you eat the worm, maybe unconscious and they just get out from your body. So that's solution by solution. But very important, it depends on your chitta. Uh-huh. And you will more create more merit or more good thing to share the other better than worm in your abdomen. They will not create anything else, any merit to other people. Like bird flu, many chicken, they kill the chicken, right? They kill the chicken, but you know, if the chicken, we let the chickens alive and they spread the flu to all human die, then according to the articles that we practice, human they know what's right, what's wrong, so they can generate more goodness to the other. But chicken, they can live as instinct, so they cannot create goodness or something like that. So I can summarize that it you in this case you pay attention on protect yourself. It's not protect to their protect yourself. You have right to protect yourself. Yes. Okay.
Rajan, I have a question. It's about you. You said that plants are not living beings, or they're not like animals, or not like us.
Yeah.
So what do they have that keep them alive? That keep them, for example, the trees. They give fruits. They give oxygen. They take away CO2. They give leaves, shade.
Oxygen.
Yeah, all of it.
Actually, according to the Buddhist teaching, we separate living beings from animals and plants, right? We doesn't mean plants doesn't means anything for us. Plants also produce oxygen, like you say, fruits, so many things for us. We survive by the plants as well. But according to the Buddhist teaching, animals and plants, animals come, they have life with spirit, with the soul. But plants, they are alive, are living, but they are not soul. They don't have the chitta.
The
The
cheetah.
yeah,
Mhm.
chitta, or we call the soul or the spirit. So this is
Oh,
the different. Only that.
thank you, Satu.
Yes,
Satu.
that's
Yeah.
that will come. Okay, so if any other question